welcome to Radiant Alchemy TV. I am Raquel Antoinette, and I will be doing your message for Divine Feminine. So this is going to be like a general message for Divine Feminine. It's been so long since I've been on here. I hope everyone is doing well. I've just been taking some time to do some healing work and, do some shadow work and work on myself. Last year was a rough year for a lot of different people, I hear. So before we get started here, I'm just going to take a few moments just to light some sage to cleanse out the energetic space in my office. Some for me, some for you over the recording, and some for the cards as well. And let's get this message for Divine Feminine in. All right, let's go. I'm hearing, all right, so I'm hearing healing. I meant to say hearing, but it came out as healing. So there is like healing that's being worked on or healing that needs to be done depending on where you're at in this timeline. I'm hearing, because I'm hearing there are, I'm hearing a select few. So there's like Divine Feminine who have already begun their like path of healing, but there's some that have like begun it but have not like, all right, so like the way this is coming through is that like there's a collective of Divine Feminine who has like really gone, I'm hearing, full-fledged into their healing, like, and Spirit showing me like a bird. They're showing me a peregrine falcon, and peregrine falcons move very fast. I believe they are the fastest, if not, I believe they're one of the, okay, so let me rephrase that. I'm certain they are one of the fastest birds, if not the fastest flying bird. But what they're showing me is like a peregrine falcon, and the way that they fly is they kind of like dive into the air, so they kind of look like a missile. And they're showing me like the bird like dive off of like a cliff, and it's like a missile going at something or an objective of some sort. So what I'm getting with that is, okay, I'm getting multiple messages. If you sense that someone from your past is coming back around with laser focus, they are. This could be a twin. This could be a karmic for some people, but I am getting that message. Now, additionally, what I'm getting about that is there's like some Divine Feminine who have been like fast tracked and have been like, I'm hearing, doggedly focused on deep healing. So these are Divine Feminines that are healing multiple things within themselves. I'm hearing jumping timelines. So someone out here is actually jumping timelines through their healing. And there's other Divine Feminine who are always healing, right? Because that's just part of our journey. But they're not like full-fledged into it. It's weird because it's almost like masculine versus feminine energy within healing. So with this peregrine falcon energy, I'm getting like a very focused, very strategic, I'm hearing very strict, almost like rigid and demanding way of healing. Like someone here is pressed for time. So there's Divine Feminine here who feel like, and it's not even that they feel like it. What I'm getting is that Spirit is telling them, you need to heal these things quickly because something you want, something you're manifesting is coming in. So these set of Divine Feminine are focused, and they have almost like an abrupt approach to their healing. Whereas there's a secondary group of Divine Feminine who has a more passive and a more feminine approach where they're like slowly healing things that come up and, kind of relishing in it. I'm seeing a man with a uniform here. That's like so random, but yeah, I'm seeing a man with a uniform. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. So let's actually get into your reading. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascendant masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your guidance. I just asked this reading to resonate with the Divine Feminine Collective, that they should be able to accept the messages as they come forth. Please protect my energy, the collective's energy, and anyone else's energy that enters into this reading. This is so random and weird. But I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, and I'm seeing a little girl jump hopscotch. So someone may have jumped hopscotch when they were a little girl, or like someone could have like a daughter. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I'm literally seeing like someone jump hopscotch. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascendant masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. I just got a message to do something differently. And, when it comes to like reading, like I kind of tend to do it the same way all the time. I don't like to break pattern, but I'm hearing do something differently. So what I'm being told to do is to actually select 3 cards and put them face down and then read them. I never read this way. That's what I'm being told, so let's do it. I'm hearing randomly. All right. So I'm being told we'll get to those later. At the bottom of the deck, you have mirror. Okay, let's start with this. Okay. All right. All right, so Divine Feminine, you received mirror, recovery, expansion, guilt, and discovery. So again, with this expansion, there's an expenditure. Someone out here needs to expect to spend money on something unexpectedly. Now, it may not necessarily be a bad thing. It could be something good. It could even be something fun. But someone may be saving or planning, but they may have to spend money on something that they don't foresee. It doesn't give me like a bad energy. And it's like, if you are to spend whatever this is, you won't be like depleted. So like, it's not a situation where like, you have to like go out and buy a new car and it like decimates your savings. It's nothing major like that. It may be something along the lines of like someone may have like an unexpected trip that they have to go to, or an unexpected bill, or like someone's kid may go on a field trip. There's a lot here about children. I don't know if like someone's a mom. I just keep getting a lot of children energy, which is interesting because in this expansion card, the protagonist is pregnant. So what I'm getting is that there's a need to spend time like healing that did come out, especially with the recovery, the expansion, and the discovery cards here. Yeah, I'm just getting like a lot of children energy. I don't know why. It's all of a sudden I'm hearing Discovery Zone. They do not exist anymore. But they were like an amusement park thing. Not like an actual amusement park, but sort of like a trampoline park before trampoline parks came to an existence. Minus a trampoline, but like activities like that and like arcade games. So what I'm seeing here is that Divine Feminine is spending time in healing. There's a lot of like 5D spiritual guide energy that's coming towards Divine Feminine and that is working with her at this time, because as you can see, and sorry, sidebar, excuse my hands, like I washed them. I always wash them before I read. And I did not put on any lotion, and it is obvious, but you know what, we're rocking with it. So sorry. So what I'm seeing here is with the recovery card and the expansion card and also discovery card, there's like I'm hearing a whole gang, and I'm hearing gang. So like there's like ancestors here that are working with Divine Feminine. And also I'm getting like female deities as well. There's some type of message that they're trying to get through to her so that she receives keys. I'm hearing light keys. There's something that Divine Feminine is putting into birth and that she's creating at this time. And Spirit is trying to bring something into her consciousness that's buried deeply. There's something here about needing to understand whatever this is very deeply in her subconsciousness before moving on. Whatever this is, it's related to, again, it could have to do with children, or like the Divine Feminine's inner child, because I'm seeing forgiveness and guilt. So there's something that Divine Feminine may either need to forgive herself for, she may need to forgive someone else, or she may need to ask for forgiveness from someone. Or it could be all the above. But the theme here is that Spirit is trying to communicate to Divine Feminine that there's a need to let go of guilt, let go of shame, connect with her inner child, and connect with the parts of her inner child that maybe were neglected. I'm also hearing, trigger alert, I'm so sorry, but I'm also hearing abuse. So there may be some Divine Feminines that were abused, but there is a need to connect with the little girl inside of them and kind of see something for what it is. Because with the mirror card here at the bottom of the deck, I'm also getting that there is a level of distortion. So there's something, I'm also hearing minimization. So there's something in Divine Feminine's past that could have happened. I'm hearing between the, wow, this is really specific. I'm hearing between the ages of 4 and 6 that she may necessarily not be aware of, or like she may be minimizing. But I'm getting that spirit is trying to work with her. But with this recovery card, I'm also picking up, because if you can see here, the, oh, sorry, you probably can't. The protagonist, her arms are out like this. So it almost looks like Divine Feminine could even be deflecting, ignoring, or like rejecting, or the real word, the most specific word I'm hearing is resistant to whatever spirit is trying to bring up. So there could be like an old wound that Divine Feminine has either denied is there, ignored, or has suppressed. And Spirit's trying to dig this up. And I'm hearing, no, I'm not trying to hear it. No, I'm not trying to hear it. So there's something that needs to come up that Divine Feminine is actively ignoring, disregarding, or I'm hearing squelching. Whatever this is, it's very important that Divine Feminine work on this now, because there is a need to see herself clearly before she embarks on the next part of her journey. If she does not see herself clearly, I'm hearing everything is going to be muddled and there's going to be confusion. So I'm hearing, know thyself and to thy own self be true. So there's something here about bringing this up so you can see yourself in a different light, and so that you can see yourself from a higher and better perspective. I usually have tarot cards. I didn't bring them out. I want to get them, but in all honesty, I'm not going to even say it. But now I have to. In all honesty, like, I have on shorts and they're just too short for me to get up and walk over there to get them. So I'm sorry. I need to be more professional, right? All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascended masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. There may be things that, like, there may be like desires that Divine Feminine has that she may be, again, I'm hearing squelch, that she may be like squelching, ignoring. I'm hearing reprisal. That has nothing to do with that message. Yeah, there's something here about like finances, like expenditures. Someone's making a big purchase here. Because I'm hearing appraisals, reappraisals, expenditures. Like someone's about to make a money move. Good for her. All right. I keep getting like a lot of underlying passion, but it's weird. It's like not something in the forefront. So there may be passion coming towards Divine Feminine. Yeah, like the card just keeps popping up face forward. I'm so sorry. I feel like this is such a choppy and unprofessional reading. But thank you, angels. Thank you, ascended masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. Okay, what does Divine Feminine need to see here? Anything else? And number 3 is really significant. Spirit is with you. This is funny. I'm hearing, Shorty, what's your name is? Where's that from? Oh, it's from Beyonce. Video phone. Shorty, what's your name? What your name is? Someone could be from down south or could be going down south. But what I'm really, someone could be a Beyonce fan. Shout out to the Beehive. Additionally, what I'm really getting here is that someone's going to be approached by someone. There's a Divine Feminine out here who may be out with like a friend of some sort. I'm hearing late night and night out on the town. So someone could be like in a downtown metropolitan area and they're going to be approached. They're going to be approached. Somebody out here is about to be approached by a fine rich man. I'm hearing a fine rich ass man. All right, so somebody's about to. And then I'm hearing, this is so trashy, but this is what I'm hearing. Then I'm hearing like Sexy Red and like Drake and SZA, Rich Baby Daddy. So like, yeah, and again, there was a lot of baby energy. So someone might be out on the town and they may like be out with a friend and they may be approached by a very attractive man who's either rich, wealthy, or is just like well off. Is a very generous man, because I'm hearing take care of you. I'm hearing take care of your friend too. So they may like pay, like this man may pay somebody's bill. I'm hearing peeling off. They have a very like they have like a statement card here. It may be a fast car or an expensive car or like a luxury car. A muscle car of some sort, because I'm hearing like peel off, and like Spirit showing me somebody do donuts. Not that this person does it. I mean, they might be into street racing, or they might like to watch street racing. I don't know. This is like really, really specific. All right. That message is definitely not for everyone. That probably is like for one person specifically. That's not for everyone. Like, I mean, like, there are a collective of divine feminine that are going to be approached, but not everybody's going to be rich, and not everybody's person is going to be like into like street racing and muscle cars or whatever. What divine feminine needs to be aware of is that creativity, scarcity, and resistance. So with the creativity card, there's a divine feminine out here who may have difficulty like sustaining or forging. I'm hearing romantic relationships. So there's a divine feminine out here who may like have issues with romantic relationships. But I'm also getting that there's like divine feminine who may have like issues connecting sustainable long-term relationships. I'm hearing commitment. So someone out here has issues sustaining commitments. But what I'm really trying to say here, but like Spirit like keeps putting that in the forefront. Yeah, somebody's got commitment issues. I keep hearing that loud and clear. Is that there are divine feminine who would benefit from meeting new female companions, new female friends, and broadening and widening their feminine circle. So Spirit's asking divine feminine to frequent some new places where there might be new women who are of higher vibration and who are fun and vivacious and enjoying life. Take a risk and take a gamble and just like go somewhere new one day. There may be a creative activity, or Spirit may be prompting you to do something creative where you can connect with other feminine energies in your area. It's weird because like Spirit's showing me like a mixer. So like if like you know how they have those like mixers on Meetup and you can like join and like you meet like random like friends and stuff like that. Like that's what Spirit is showing me. So like that might be an idea for someone. What I'm also getting is that there's a scarcity mindset. This might be hidden from you because there's literally a card hidden underneath this. There's a scarcity mindset attributed to shame, which is so funny because earlier it did come through that there was a need to let go of shame and guilt, even though the shame card was here, which I thought was ironic that I kept hearing shame. And there is shame in this deck, I believe, but it didn't come out, but it came out in this deck instead. So there's something divine feminine is not seeing, and whatever this is, because I keep holding these cards up, because all these protagonists, all these female protagonists have their eyes closed. Divine feminine has her eyes closed to something in her past that causes her a great deal of shame. Consequently, this is creating a lack and scarcity mindset, and I'm hearing like blocking up her creativity. So there's something creative that divine feminine is trying to birth here. And whatever this is, it's almost being stifled by some type of shame caused by some type of wound that probably happened when Divine Feminine was a little girl. This is weird. For someone, something happened in infancy here. This may not be something you're even aware of. Like, there could be like shame surrounding like your birth. Like, for instance, like someone could have been conceived out of wedlock, or like someone could have been conceived and no one knew who the father was, or like someone could have been conceived and their father was a married man. Like, it's also giving me this, like, the feeling like there's a Divine Feminine, or like Divine Feminine's father could have two women pregnant at the same time. Like, it's giving me the vibe that like there's some type of shame surrounding Divine Feminine's birth, or like Divine Feminine's mom said that this was her father when it really wasn't. Like, it's just giving me like there's some type of shame to do with, like, I'm hearing Divine Feminine entering the world, and then there's like shame that was put on Divine Feminine as a result of some type of situation, abuse, or experience. So like the theme here is to let go of shame, and the need to let go of shame is very prevalent because Divine Feminine is trying to get something off the ground. She could be like creating a hair business, or like creating a podcast. She could be a YouTuber. Like, she could be starting a business. Like, she could be starting a family. Like, there's something that Divine Feminine, she could be writing a book, whatever it is. She could even be starting a new job. Like, there's something new, something creative in some sorts, not all, but there's something new that Divine Feminine is trying to get off the ground, give birth to, pour energy into. But her shame is creating like a lack mindset, in the sense of the shame makes Divine Feminine feel unworthy of whatever she's trying to create. So there's Divine Feminine who have a quality of greatness about them, but have a calling of greatness about them, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing the devil is a liar. So I normally don't like to bring up the devil in my readings, and that's not like my forte. Like, I'm the type of person, like, sidebar, I'm the type of person, yes, I do believe in the devil. Yes, I do. Do I believe he's a little man in a red suit with horns? No. But the devil is real, let me tell you. But my whole thing is, greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. So like, if I'm a child of God and God's my employer, right? What do I care about the devil for? Like, what do I care about the devil? The devil's got to use me, or use other people, or use my mind to get to me. Like, he's not omnipowerful. Like, he needs other agents to actually create havoc in my life. So what am I going to be worried about him for? Like, that's my attitude towards him. This says to me, in this case, I'm hearing, no, baby, the devil's in your mind. So in this case, whatever this shame is, it's so deep and it's so intrinsic and so part of Divine Feminine's makeup process, and so part of her experience as a person, as a woman, that she doesn't even recognize it as being outside of herself. And Spirit's like telling me it's like a Trojan. Now, I believe Trojan viruses are undetected. I believe you get something. Yeah, that's what a Trojan is. So Trojan virus, because I'm remembering the Trojan horse story. The Trojan virus is something that is a virus where, like, for instance, like, let's say I had a link attached to this video, and I said, click this link, get a free PDF. Now, you click the link, you get your free PDF, but the reason why I want you to download the PDF is so that I can put a virus onto your system as you're downloading this PDF. So there's a sense of the devil implanting whatever this is in Divine Feminine's mind, and implanting it so it's almost undetectable. And it's been there so long that Divine Feminine does not recognize it, and does not recognize it as outside of herself. So what Spirit is showing me, they're giving me a lot of metaphors tonight. What Spirit is showing me is like white blood cells, and they're showing me a virus within the body, but the body, like, it's undetectable. So the white blood cells aren't fighting off whatever this is. Whatever this is, Divine Feminine doesn't recognize that it's there to even heal. There's not a problem. Spirit's working overtime to try to burst this through. And what I'm seeing is like this bright light. So eventually they're gonna shed a light on this, and this might hurt some people. This might, whatever this is and whatever comes up, there may even be like an emotional like breakdown that ensues. But I'm hearing it's so you can be used. The number 310, 3103 might be important here. What's also interesting is that you got resistance as well. And it did come through earlier that there was some resistance to whatever Spirit was trying to get Divine Feminine to see. All right, so now we have these 3 cards. I'm hearing pick a pile. So I guess I'm supposed to do a reading with like, I guess I'm supposed to do a reading with like these 3 cards. I guess there's a collective message, and I guess we're going to do like a pick a pile message. So I'm going to put these to the side. I think I'm going to take a picture of them. So I'm just going to put them to the side instead of shuffling them. All right, so we have pile number 1. No, wait, postpone, say no. Pile number 2, soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Pile number 3, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution. So before we even get into these messages, as like pick a piles, I'm getting collectively, there is a need to go in, focus on hermit mode, and then attach to other feminine energies, and then kind of come out of your cave and share your voice and help other divine feminine come out of the cave as well. So there's a sense of healing yourself, putting on your oxygen mask before you connect with other survivors and help other people put on their oxygen mask too. Like that's the energy I'm getting here. So that's a collective message, but let's get into pile number 1. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascended masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. What messages do you have for pile number 1? There may be someone who's coming back in your life. It's funny because I believe that was a message that came through, that like someone would be returning in someone's life. I'm seeing that again. There may be someone from your past that you may have rejected. This person is very confused. This person may also even have a toxic family or karmic family. This could even be a karmic person or someone who brought a lot of negative karma into your life, or it could be someone that, you know, you're supposed to, you know, work out some karma with. Because just because someone is set into your life for you to work out karma does not necessarily mean they are a karmic specifically. Because, for instance, you can work through karmas with your twin flame as well. Yeah, so that's coming through. So what I'm getting is, I don't know why that distinction is very important, but I'm getting that that is very important to someone. So someone may be classifying a soulmate, a twin flame, or like some connection as a karmic because they're showing up as a karmic, like they're showing up karmically in their life, but I'm hearing their designated design was not supposed to, this is very interesting the way that Spirit is putting this to me. They're saying their designated design was not supposed to show up in your life as an agent of crime. So this person has made a conscious decision to depart from Spirit, to make decisions, because I'm really focused on, I'm sorry, soulmate and acceptance. Facade is here. Someone thinks that they're dealing with somebody who's a karmic. This is not a karmic. This is an actual soulmate, but they made poor choices. They got negative energies attached to them, and now they're showing up karmically in your life, and now they have no other choice and no point but to be a karmic to you. But that was not their role in your life. They were not supposed to be this way, but they failed their mission. That's important to someone out there. Whoever this person is, there's a need to say no to whoever this person is. They could even have like a sick parent or like a sick grandparent They could be taking care of someone. They could be sick themselves. Like there's illness here. But there's something here about them having like family and their family having a lot of input or influence in their life and not necessarily in a positive way. So on that note, pile number 1, we will conclude your reading there. I do want to thank you for choosing Radiant Alchemy Tarot. It was a blessing and an honor to read for you. I wish you the best of luck and take care. Bye. All right, so pile number 2, you chose Soul Family. So let's see what we have for pile number 2 with the Soul Family card here. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Ascendant Masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. What messages do you have for pile number 2? Your insecurities are blocking your joy. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but I see this so clear. Something is very fast about your energy, pile number 2. I did not get this in pile number 1. Something about your energy is very, very fast. Something's coming fast towards you. There's a life change here. I'm getting a whirlwind. This could even be like a whirlwind romance because I'm seeing a feminine energy. Like, who was I think it's Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Like, yeah, it's Dorothy that gets like wrapped up in the tornado and like she ends up with the evil witches or whatever. Yeah, so like Spirit's showing me like a woman with very like dainty legs, and she's got pale skin. She's got dainty legs, she got pale skin, and she has on like pumps, and she's being like picked up and twirled around the whirlwind. So someone out here, it's funny because she kind of looks a lot like this woman. And this woman, like in build, because she's like a tall, thin, statuesque type of woman. So like, and not statuesque in the type of like, you know, being like broad-shouldered or like, you know, statuesque in the sense of being like tall and like model-like. So what I'm seeing here is like, there's a journey here where self-worth and insecurities need to be explored in tandem, I'm hearing. There is something that Divine Feminine needs to get over regarding the way that she feels about herself. This could be the way that she looks. This could be the way that she talks. This could be the way that other people react to her. This could be because of her past, because of her background, where she's come from, whatever. It's different for all of us. What I'm getting here is that there's some type of insecurity that impacts Divine Feminine self-worth. Now, the kicker here with this message is the chair, which is actually a throne. This Divine Feminine has a station she's supposed to have. Like, she's supposed to do something big in life, or like she's supposed to lead something, or this could even be like the leader of her family. There's some type of leadership position or some type of platform Divine Feminine is supposed to assume, but her insecurities make it hard for her to persevere over this and make it hard to accept her rightful position. So there's a need to look into yourself, find out why you do not feel worthy, what these insecurities are, where they stem from. Some of these insecurities come from somebody's mother, or it could just be like the relationship of, you know, someone could feel insecure next to their mother. Like someone could have a beautiful mother and they don't feel as beautiful, or like someone's mother could have made them feel ugly, or someone's mother could have made them feel fat. I'm getting mother energy with this acceptance cards, but whatever this is, Divine Feminine needs to accept that she does have insecurities, look at them, figure out where they come from, and persevere over them so that she could be joyful and she could be happy in her own skin and take her rightful station with the self-worth card. So on that note, pile 2, we are going to conclude your reading there. I do want to thank you for choosing Radiant Alchemy Tarot. It was a blessing and an honor. Take care. Bye. All right. So pile number 3, share your voice. Pile number 3. This is my lit pile. Pile number 3. I'm hearing loud, reckless abandonment. Pile number 3 may be taking some impulsive moves. They may be like speaking impulsively. They may be saying things that they don't necessarily think they should say. They may be like, I'm hearing flying off the cuff, but you're not. So there's going to be, and I'm hearing that this is future energy. This is not happening now. There's going to be some things that Divine Feminine needs to say, some things that she probably doesn't even want to say, but she feels compelled to. It is Spirit compelling you to say it. But I'm hearing, always remember to say it with compassion. But the way the message is being delivered to Divine Feminine may not be so soft and compassionate, but it's up to Divine Feminine to translate that message and interpret it and put it into a palatable way for whoever needs to hear it to understand it, is what I'm getting here. So this could be like an issue, like for instance, like someone could be in a relationship and they may not like the way that their significant other is treating them or acting or something that they're doing. And instead of like biting this person's head off, like Divine Feminine needs to have a conversation about something that makes them feel uncomfortable and put it in a way that's palatable to them. Now they might not necessarily want to do this. It may be bad timing. The person that they are going to talk to may be having some issues at the time, or like maybe in a bad place or what have you. But Divine Feminine feels compelled anyway. Like that's just an example. All right. I'm getting a lot of happy energy. I'm also getting like going out. So like this pile may be like be doing fun things. I'm hearing this summer. A lot of summer energy in this pile here. Thank you, angels. Thank you, planet masters. Thank you, benevolent ancestors. What messages do you have for pile number 3, please? Gratitude and faith. So at this time, Spirit wants you to have faith and gratitude. First of all, they want you to have gratitude for the things that you have, but they want you to have faith that whatever it is, like whatever systems you disrupt. So there's going to be some things that Divine Feminine is going to say that people just quite frankly aren't going to like. They're not going to want to rock with it. I'm hearing, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. Excuse my language, but that's what I hear. So, there's going to be some things that people are not going to be too keen on hearing, but Divine Feminine needs to say them anyway. And she's got to have faith, and she has to have, I'm hearing self-control and mastery enough to know how to say it, when to say it, and that still know that it needs to be said, and be brave enough to actually say it. Like Spirit showed me Monique. I watched this podcast with Shannon Sharp, and it's Club Shay Shay or whatever, and she was on there, and it was such an enlightening podcast. Like she really spoke to my soul. It actually was beautiful, I thought. But her strength, man, her strength, her dignity, respect. So like I'm seeing her because she often has to say things she doesn't necessarily, want to say, but they need to be said, and she kind of has to keep fighting, even though other people, and even though sometimes she gets tired and probably wants to just let things go and throw in the towel, like she just can't. That's the energy I'm getting here. There's something that needs to be said, and you may not feel comfortable. Like what Spirit is showing me is like someone who's in the congregation that has the message for the church. So Spirit showing me like, how like sometimes you're in the church and like the Spirit will hit you and you got a message. And in some situations, in some churches, I'm just using this as an example because this has actually happened. They'll like pass around the microphone and you can like talk and like give your testimony, give your praise or whatever. So like what Spirit is showing me is like there's a situation where like, you're in the church and, God hits you with a word and you have to say it. You don't want to say it because, the bishop is there, the pastor is there, the church mom is there. There's so many people who are like above you, or like so many people who are more spiritually seasoned, or so many people who are respected or actually have authoritative roles in the body. But like, you got to say what you got to say, and you got to say it because it's from God. That's the energy I'm getting here. It's like, you may have to say some things that may ruffle some feathers. You may have to talk to some people who may be like superior to you in some type of way, who may be like above you. This could be an uncomfortable conversation you have with a boss. This could be an uncomfortable conversation you have with a parent. But it's given me like kind of like challenging or checking authority and feeling compelled and knowing you need to say it, but knowing that there could actually be a little bit of uncomfortableness or even consequences for speaking up in such a way, but it still needs to be done. Spirit wants you to have faith that they got your back, and they're telling you to say it because it needs to be said, and I'm hearing and don't back down from it. So on that message, I was going to say on that note, but on that message, we will conclude your reading there. I do want to thank you for choosing Radiant Alchemy Tarot TV, I guess. It was a blessing and an honor to read for you. I wish you the best of luck and love and life, many lessons, and take care. Bye.